didn't get any Norwegian donations in the last few minutes, so bad luck. Yeah, it's going to be a French car. It's going to be a French car. I know for a fact Spam might have not been looking forward to the French car again. I know he's been running the French car before.
Is it a difference between the cars?
It's just a skin.
Oh, it's the skin.
We're almost there.
Right.
Okay. Good luck, Spam.
Hey,
Hi. Hi.
all right. We're almost ready here for some TrackMania action.
Yo.
Oh.
All right. All right, this should be fine, yeah. So, are we, I guess we are ready to rumble here.
See?
Yeah.
And yeah, welcome guys to TrackMania Stadium 2. This is the latest version of the stadium environment that we're gonna run here. I am Spam, I am playing this game for around 8 years now on a professional level, so I go to tournaments around the world and play this game in match-based situations. Alongside me is Riolu, who will introduce himself as well.
Yeah, I'm Riolu. I'm 21, playing TrackMania since 9 years already. I'm pretty much in the same position as Spam. I'm playing this game kind of professionally for Team Expert and yeah, having great fun. Doing streams as well. Pretty good fun. And on my left we have Alex, who is actually a developer from this game.
Yeah, so I suck at this game. And also, I did the programming for some of the interfaces recently. But yeah, so basically I tried gathering as much knowledge as possible with this game. All the other environments I enjoy much more.
All right. So I guess we are ready. Get some hypes up in the chat. I think Riolu is going to press the button.
I'm going to press the button.
So I will do the countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Riolu, let's get this started.
All right. We're starting off with AO1. We have 65 tracks in this campaign, each of them in 5 difficulties. So we have 5 difficulties ordered by colors. We're starting off with the white series on AO1. Obviously with a rather easy track. So the first tracks are always meant to like introduce to the different surfaces, to the handling, to the car, how the game feels, stuff like that. So it's really important to like learn the easy tracks so you get a feel for the car. That's really important. So now we had an easy track, just a few corners, easy peasy.
Yep, and actually something to say about the menuing here is I've pointed my mouse on the bronze medal on purpose because the mouse actually acts as the enter button, and the bronze medal and the next track button at the end of the map are actually on the same place, so it just saves a couple of movements with the controller or keyboard if you're using that, of course. So some handy little tricksters.
Yeah, so you can basically just hit X on his gamepad to just move on. So yeah, second track right here, it's also pretty simple. It had one left turn where you had to release the gas just a little bit in order to get through. Pretty easy stuff. So next up is AO3.
AO3, yes.
Getting a bit spicy over here.
Yeah, we have a small trickster here on the side where we want to land as early as possible to minimize air time. And then it's a quick release under this sign straight in the finish.
Exactly.
Quite straightforward map here.
Yeah, if you go full speed, you will just straight up hit the wall. So you have to get down in speed a little bit, otherwise it's the rip.
Yeah, AO3 is actually the first one to show the importance of air control. Normally you're supposed to let go of the acceleration while you're in air, but that is not good because you want air time to be minimized as much as possible. So that's why Spam did actually release before jumping.
Exactly. And here we see the first track, which actually involves some drifting. It is a technique that is used in this game to get to the finish line as quick as possible. So AO4, the first drifty track, and now we're coming to Riolu's territory.
Yeah, this is some dirt. So this stadium environment also has dirt tracks where you obviously don't have as much grip as on road. So here it's about maintaining your speed, about not steering as much. So you have to be pretty gentle with your analog stick and try to avoid bumps on the track as well. So you can see on the left and on the right, on the left side, you have the dark dirt, which you don't want to hit too much. Otherwise, you will bump up in the air. That's not good to have. So this is also the first multi-lap of this solo campaign. So we have 3 laps, which have to be driven.
Aye.
Pretty solid run so far, though.
Yeah.
Final lap coming up. So yeah, as you can see, it's just 2 turns basically and
Oh,
some
look.
sort of diagonal. Now we have the overlap, overlapping the bronze medal over here.
Wow.
But yeah, easy stuff.
All right, there we have it. First 5 tracks, pretty smooth.
Yep.
But we have 60 more to go, so
All right.
hopefully we're not gonna make any mistakes. I mean, there are some small little shortcuts that I definitely want to attempt, but they are quite risky, especially in this game. You don't have like a frame perfect or any aim where you can perform a shortcut easier. It is full YOLO.
Yeah, we're gonna see that later in the run. The first tracks don't really have any kind of tricksters, but later on we're gonna see some attempts, and hopefully they will work out. So this one also pretty simple. We have a long drift up into the end here. Gotta keep your speed, but yeah. If you want to get into drifting, the early tracks are pretty good to
I agree.
to learn, to practice, because it's a vital part of the gameplay. So if you want to be fast in TrackMania or in Stadium in particular, you have to learn drifting.
Exactly.
That is really important. So we have some dirt on A07 coming up.
And actually, interesting to mention, dirt service is not my best style in this game. I am more about the drifting and the technical tracks. So the dirt tracks are definitely a challenge for me. But we're doing good so far. Now
Definitely.
the famous A08 track. What can you tell about this one?
Well, A08 has been quite a meme in the TrackMania 2 series. So A08 has always been a kind of a stair map. So you always drop down, kind of in a wave shape, in a stair shape. So you're gonna see it. It's really important to maintain your air control.
Oh, that was good.
That was really good.
Here we go. Oh,
Beautiful. Oh, look at that. It's sub 15 seconds even.
that's really
Get
good.
up some hype in the chat for this one. This was
14.
a beautiful run spam.
1486. That's
Really good.
That's a quite risky time there.
Very well
Interesting.
executed though.
This really highlights how the physics work in this game. If you're thinking, oh, I just need to drop down and I just stay like straight, then you haven't played this map. Generally, the physics in this game tend to make the car fly off slightly to the sides, and then with the butterfly effects, it becomes completely unpredictable.
Yeah. So next up we have some drifty again. A final dirt corner coming up.
Yeah,
Gonna slow down a little bit here, but easy peasy for spam.
exactly. Maybe interesting to touch on about the gears, especially on dirt. Maybe
That's
you can,
gonna come up later. There's gonna be some pretty spicy dirt tracks later in the campaign. Now we have the second multi-lap, so the 5, 10 and 15 tracks are always multi-lap. In the beginning there are 3 laps, later on we're gonna have some 5 and 10 lappers. The final track in this game is gonna be 15 laps, so you can look forward to that anyway.
That's an
8-10.
absolute hell.
Gonna be pretty lit, but yeah, 8-10, a long ass right-hander, where you have to maintain your speed. Of course, stay away from the walls, as always.
Yeah, there are 2 kinds of drifts. There's the good drift, and then there's the no slide. And if you no slide in this right-hander, it becomes extremely problematic. Especially because no slide is basically, rather than having the car slide, it just slows down, and that makes it have a completely different trajectory. Since it actually does that, and you have a specific line because you expect to do the drift well. Oh, nice. Hey, bronze.
We passed the bronze medal again. Just puts in perspective how the medal system works in the solo campaign. The bronze medals are definitely easy to beat, even if you're just a beginner. But they get pretty spicy if you want to gather actually all the medals here. You have bronze, silver, gold, and something called author time. It is actually driven by an Adeo developer, I think.
Was it
Yes.
you? Was it you?
No, not at all. I can't even get the gold medals in this. So yeah, no.
Alright, A11 is full dirt track, so here it's all about keeping your gear. So I can talk a little bit about the gears. So the car has an automatic transmission, but on dirt tracks especially, it's really important to hold your gear. So you have to maintain your speed kind of in the turn. So you have to release, you have to brake in order to stay in the same gear, because if you steer while the car is shifting up or down, you will lose speed. So you want to prevent that by just keeping that gear. And that is a really vital part of dirt tracks. We're gonna see it later on as well. But yeah, it's also important on grass, which is coming up on A12. So we're gonna have some grass surface coming up, as you can see here. Woo. That was pretty tight to the wall.
That's good.
That's what I like.
All right, pretty safe,
There we
but
go.
we got it.
Nice. So we're almost done with the white series here. We have 3 more tracks coming up, and this is going to be an interesting one. First map where we actually do a little shortcut.
Are you gonna go for the maximum ham?
We're gonna
probably will.
We're
Yes.
gonna try. We're gonna go all out here. So
Okay.
we have to cut the ramp here, and now we need to get a smooth downhill. That was okay.
Beautiful.
Now we want to get like a 15, 10 something. Okay, that was 22.
22,
It's
not
still,
too shabby.
Still decent, and get a good landing here.
That was a bit too early,
that's-
not the best landing, but
That's a little
still
bit
enough.
too far to the right, but we managed to pass the finish line.
All right,
which is
so
good.
A14. It is same for AO4, kind of a technical track. So you will also see a technique called the Neo slide. So quickly explained, you cannot drift at any speed. So you need to have a certain amount of speed in order to be drifting. So what Spam is going to do is that he's going to perform the Neo slide, which is going to help you to drift at any speed. So you can drift at any speed, no matter how slow you go.
Yeah, it's
It is,
actually a funny story. I've been playing this game for over 8 years, and I only learned the Neo slide last year. I never felt the need to learn it, but yeah, it's actually very handful when you have low speed and
Yes.
you still want to get a slide instead of just no sliding. So there we go, and here we have the last multi-lap. So if there's potential donations, go
Yes.
ahead.
Yeah, we actually have a couple of donations. We have a few French donations, one from Polosama without a message. He donates $50. Then we have Killert donating $20, saying small gift for the France car on TrackMania again. So thank you for that. And MacPlayer27 donates $100.
Whoa.
Spam lul.
Cheers, dude.
Spam lol.
Amazing. Anyway, this is A15. As Spam already said, this is the last multi-lap of the white series, so after this we're gonna hop on to the green series. So this track is pretty simple, it's quite a fast one. The final turn is pretty important because you don't actually want to slide. You want to avoid the slide as much as you can. So that's a pretty difficult line, different technique. But Spam did it pretty well, entering the last lap here. Looking really solid.
Alright, there we go.
Yo.
Moving on
Looks good.
in the rankings. White series is completed.
Alright, there we have it.
So gotta do some menuing here with the mouse. BO1 coming up. Now the tracks are getting more and more difficult, but for players like us, it's a walk in the park.
A walk in the park, exactly. So this is some dirt again. Also in the night mood. So first track with some night setting.
Oh, I guess we should talk about how these maps are made, because it's like, it's a pretty significant thing. All of these maps can actually be made by regular users if they just need to use something that's called the map editor, and all of the things that you see are blocks. They're like 32 by 32 meters things. So you have a straight, you have a turn. All of these can be added and put together. So generally that implies, well, several things. First of all, it implies that there's a lot of user-generated tracks, but also some of the blocks actually correspond to some sort of gameplay. So of course there's all the dirt blocks, so you can see, you know, not to step into the dark dirt.
Yep.
But most of these will actually correspond to like certain speeds, especially this looping.
Exactly. I think that was the first looping of this.
It actually
believe
was,
so,
yes.
yeah.
This campaign here. So there are some different driving styles in this game, which are actually dirt, tech, full speed, and then you have well, those are the main three, and yeah, loopings are mostly implemented in the full speed driving style. But let's focus on this track because BO3 is one to remember.
That's gonna be a banger of the track. So
Yeah.
especially the ending is gonna be pretty spicy. So let's have a look. So the beginning is pretty simple. You just want to land smoothly in the slope here, go up the boosters, get some speed. Now we have this left-hander. Want to approach pretty wide to get a lot of speed.
I'm not
Let's
sure
see if
if
it's gonna
this
be enough.
Oh yes.
Oh baby, there you go.
Pork champs in the chat,
Pork
please.
champs for this front flip, ladies and gentlemen.
So
Beautiful.
that is 1 out of the 6, 7 tricksters
Very well done.
in this whole campaign.
So obviously the flip is going to cut off some airtime, so if you get the flip you will land much earlier, much smoother on the slope, and that will obviously save you a lot of time.
There we have it. And also maybe talk about the freewheeling block that I just passed. Like,
Yeah, so you
what
might
does
have
it do?
You might have heard it. The engine cut off. So there's a block in this game which cuts off your engine until you pass the next checkpoint. So for these parts, it's especially important to maintain your speed there, because if you drop down in speed, you might even not make it to the next checkpoint. So that's something you really want to avoid. Good run here on BO4. Next,
Exactly.
multi-lap.
Oh, this is a track which is actually my nemesis. I don't like this one.
Yeah, BO5. Complete dirt track. Also, a lot about maintaining your speed and your gears as well. So this is coming up again, as always on dirt. So
Yeah.
you will hear Spam trying to hold his gear. Now
I
he
think it
shifted
also
up.
contains a slowdown at some point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a tight corner coming up here.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, this one.
You already saw the caution sign above the track. So gotta slow down a lot here and don't fly off. If you fly off, you're done.
Wow, I kept the gear. Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So there's also potential to get the so-called landing bug. So this is also a thing which has been around in TrackMania for quite a while. It has especially been a thing in Stadium. And basically whenever you land, the car sometimes decides to just drop down in speed or swipe to one side, to left or right. It has been pretty random, but with the recent game update it has been reduced, which is really nice, especially for this track.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done. So yeah, no landing bug here.
Yeah, something that really should be pointed out is Spam makes it look rather easy, but some landings can actually cause the car to completely flip over, especially in AO8, because it's it's pretty much made for you to discover all the wonderful intricacies of the physics, but sometimes it just so happens that you slightly go off the dirt track, like especially this bump. It's really my blood pressure spikes whenever I hit these. It's just it can go extremely wrong.
Yeah. All right, next up, this also has a pretty interesting trickster. Let's see if Spam is going to go for it. It's BO6.
I mean, I will decide
Spontaneously.
in the middle of the round if I will go for it. I need a certain amount of speed to hit a sign that is in the air to push me down back on the road. If done correctly, it's much faster than just releasing. So here we go.
Let's see, we have the left corner
I think
coming
we
up.
got it. I think we got it, guys. Oh,
There you
nice.
go. Beautiful.
There you have it.
Beautiful.
Another one.
Another one off the list. So obviously if you hit the ceiling, you will get pushed down and land much earlier. So instead of braking a lot, you can just go for the ceiling bang and hope that you get it. And Spam just got it perfectly.
Exactly, exactly. And maybe an interesting topic to touch upon is the world record time right now. It is a 1 hour 17, I believe.
16.03?
Right? Yeah, that was the Mania Planet 3 version. So I'm actually the holder in that one. The run that I did in MP4, which is the newest game that we're playing right now, is not really optimal. So we have a potential of a world record here as well. On purposely, I didn't improve it, so we can have some.
Should have actually written instead of all flags, just world record. That's the new category that we're showcasing right now.
Just call it the world record.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next up, you might have seen it on the thumbnail. You have some really interesting wall rides coming up here. So we're gonna ride the walls with a lot of speed, which is a vital part of the full speed tracks we were talking about the full speed style. So wall rides are really important to learn, and that was done just perfectly. So this turn is pretty difficult, but
there we go.
Cleared it.
Something interesting to talk about is the different cameras that you can choose from, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we got some
PB.
points.
Improved your PB on this track. Beautiful.
Nice.
Anyway, to talk about the cameras, you have different camera settings for your car, so you can play with two outside views. So one is the one we see right now. This is camera 2, which is the near version. You have a far version as well, which is a little bit further behind the car, and it's a bit more up as well. And you have the internal bumper cam, which is cam 3. And it's mostly personal preference, whatever you like to choose. Spam, for example, plays with cam 2. I do as well. What about you, Alex?
I play with cam 2 actually.
Cam 2 as well. There's a lot of people playing with cam 1, and a couple of people also play with cam 3.
Exactly.
The current, or the 3x world champion on this track actually plays with cam 3. So you can be good with anything if you just get used to it. Same goes for the choice of device. So you can play with a keyboard as well, you can play with a gamepad. I personally play with a gamepad, Spam does as well, but it's always personal preference. With a keyboard you only have the disadvantage of not having the precision in certain spots, but otherwise, in Stadium at least, it doesn't really make a difference, because it mostly involves full turning anyway, so a digital device, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's a good argument. Basically, this game has like 4 buttons, which is accelerate, brake, and left and right.
Yes.
And left and right are analogous. It is pretty important to, like with the other environments, to have analogous, like an analog stick.
Yes.
For Canyon, Valley, some of these actually demand very like gentle, subtle taps. But Stadium is very different. It demands very good foresight with the lines. So as riolu said, it doesn't make this much of a difference if you play on keyboard. I actually started out on keyboard for Canyon.
I think most of them
I
actually
think
did.
everyone
I mean,
starts with keyboard.
I did, you did as well, so
yeah.
Keyboard is like, I would say 90% of the guys actually, they started with keyboard and later on switched to either gamepad. There's even people playing with joystick. I mean, I played with joystick in the previous TrackMania game, so people even draw with a racing wheel. It's also possible.
Yep.
So anything goes really. I mean, you can even pick a Wii Fit balance board if you want. It doesn't matter.
So B11 is a track where we have to use the Neo slide, which riolu mentioned earlier, 3 times. So
Exactly.
especially for
here.
these turns, you have a very weird angle, and that was actually very good. We use the Neo slide in these 3 turns to actually get a drift, because if you want to perform a normal drift, you need to have a much bigger angle than you can get actually. So it's either a Neo slide or no drifting around the controls there. Around the turns, sorry.
But yeah, no sliding obviously is slower, so you want to go for the Neo slide, which is a pretty difficult technique to obtain, to learn. But once you get it, you will actually profit a lot from it. So
it exploits, I think, the fact that when you brake or when you stop accelerating and then you accelerate back, turning into a direction, your radius will get slightly, your turning radius will get slightly shorter, and that's what happens a lot in Canyon when you do the so-called brake trick. So I think it's related to that. Basically, sometimes if you brake while being still and then going to one side or another, you'll get some extra boost to the sides.
Yes.
I think
that, however, does not apply to Stadium.
Okay.
So It is a thing for the other TrackMania 2 environments. So TrackMania 2 also has different environments apart from Stadium. There's Canyon, there's Valley, and there's Lagoon, which came out just a couple of months ago. And each of them offering different handling, different environment to drive in. So TrackMania offers a lot. So if you're not into this kind of F1 racing style, you can also try Canyon, which is a bit of a drifty action around the canyon. There's Valley, which is kind of a rally thing, so very sensitive controls.
Yep.
And Lagoon, which has really crazy roller coaster tracks, magnetic stuff, so you go at really high speeds. It's pretty cool as well. So there's something for everybody.
Exactly. You can actually try out the free demos from all environments. So if you're interested in trying it out, just
yeah, you can generally have a taste of these in the channels.
Exactly.
The little thing in MP4, which is you can play even if you don't own the game. There's at a specific time of day a program being launched, and it's generally one of these environments. You can join in and play with other people. Generally, that's how that's what I generally use to show people Lagoon, which is a pretty unique environment.
It is.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
All right, B15 coming up. If there are any donations, go ahead.
There are lots of donations, actually.
Oh.
We've got Erizel donating $20, saying good luck, Spamito.
Thank you very much.
And then Boemi1234 saying spam hi to Spam and Riolu. Good luck, have a great run, and hashtag save the children.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And then we have Toby Rouge donating 15, saying if you drive a complete map backwards and finish it, I'll donate $50. Spam.
Ooh.
Or you steer and Riolu brakes accelerates for one map.
Ooh.
That sounds pretty good.
Definitely have to do that then.
Absolutely.
Can do that at the end of the run.
Yep.
As a special.
Oh,
no.
First wall touch. Unfortunately, he was also in front of a freewheel section, so he will lose around 1.5 seconds with that wall touch, which is kind of unfortunate, but stuff like that happens, especially with that landing, which is not really easy to get right.
Yeah, we gotta get like an
still better than bronze.
angled landing and create some grip. But yeah, we finished it, and that's another series done. That's green series completed. So
one other thing to point out is you've seen, I think, the car brake in the air. That's generally to stabilize the car from flipping over. In Stadium, it is like very obvious when the car brakes, it just like instantly stops flipping.
Shortcut?
yes.
So instead of taking a 180, so originally you go straight and take a 180 to the left, but what Spam did, he just went backwards and cut the 180 turn. Saves more than 1 second if done correctly. He did it pretty good, so...
Oh, here we go, Riolu. Your famous...
My famous bug slide, there you go. So this is also a very interesting technique in the Stadium environment. So instead of taking the turn normally, you can turn your car in a 90-degree angle, hit gas, brake and turn at the same time, and you will take the turn without losing speed. That is a technique which has been found a couple of years ago, which can be exploited pretty hard in certain tracks, and you could see it pretty well on this track. It comes in very handy, and yeah, definitely kind of a show-off here.
Hashtag grass slide.
Spam, please.
I mean, that bug slide, we will use it, I believe, one more time on another track. But yeah, in this campaign, it's only used very few times. So here, another quite dirty track, driving in between cacti and Christmas trees.
Inflatable Christmas trees.
Yes.
Right, gotta keep your speed here, take the boost into the loop. Easy peasy. Now we have a left-hander, gotta slow down here quite a bit.
But yeah, the trench blocks are pretty tricky to handle. I think at the beginning people don't generally realize that there's a lot of incentive to drive in the middle of it. And generally, yeah, it's a little tough to handle because the trench, the middle part, does not make your car drift, but the outside has dirt handling. So that makes the car go. It's just completely
Exactly,
nuts.
you can
Alright.
make use of that. So, CO3, a very interesting track. Kind of a lol track, to be honest. There's a category in this track, in this game. You call them lol tracks. So they're kind of... They're having interesting jumps and stuff like that. So this is maybe one of them. Spam almost not making that jump, but he
Almost Monka there.
almost monkcast.
Very close.
Alright, but yeah, pretty good stuff there. So you could fail that one. There's this one jump with the freewheel. If you mess it up, then you have to reset completely, but this fortunately did not happen. So, CO4 next track. Some dirt here actually. So the gears are especially important on this one. So if you lose your gear, you will drop down quite some speed. So it's really important to hold your gear. Let's see if Spam will be successful at that. So you want to jump here. And that's the wall touch.
Oh.
Not too bad though, because you had to slow down there anyway.
Yeah,
so
true. Tactical
wall bang.
It was intended. I mean, this is a track that I've been really struggling with. Not only is it dirt, which I already mentioned is not my type of track, but it's also very technical dirt, so it is double the fun.
Yeah, there's a track where a single mistake can really punish you. So you can lose a lot of time if you just mess up one line. If you miss one gear, if you hit one line just badly, you will lose quite a lot of speed. So
Yeah.
very technical and difficult track.
So again, every fifth track in this game is a multi-lap, and we have another one here. This is actually one of the most technical tracks, multi-tracks out there, and we have a little ramp
Little
up.
shortcut over there.
It saves probably nothing, but it looks great. So
It looks great. You can show off.
That's
I mean,
why
you
we
gain
do
like 500s maybe, so not really too much, but still something to
Yeah.
do.
So we're gonna play 2 more laps here and go ahead if there are more donations coming in.
Sure.
So we have a $50 donation from Arizil saying spam hype.
Oh, again, Arizona.
Yes, again.
All right.
And then we have Super Rawl donating 20 saying, hi Spam and Raviolu. Good luck for your speedrun. Always amazing to watch.
Wow.
And Anonymous donating $10 saying, ihr seid die besten Rummel.
What
That
does-
was German.
Oh,
I didn't understand the last word though.
all right.
But we were the best something, so thank you, I
Ooh,
guess.
Nice.
We have another one from TM Scotsman donating $10 saying, deep fried Mars bars. That is all. OG Spam.
Oh boy.
Oh, Scotsman.
Scotsman. Anyway, third lap. I think we're gonna overtake the bronze medal again. There you go. Blebbing around.
Yeah, we're gonna try really hard and oof, there we go.
Easy going.
Easy peasy. All right. So we're almost done with this one.
Last turn coming up. Don't choke spam. Thank you.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay. CO6. Some wall ride coming up.
Yeah, going to some night tracks again. So we have a bunch of pretty cool tracks coming up here. So CO6 being the first one with interestingly long loading times.
Yeah, it's
Hello? Nando, please.
I'll fix it. I'm sorry.
it's loading.
It's still loading. It didn't freeze, hopefully.
Yeah, it seems to be good now.
I mean, I hear sound, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Ah, there you go. Anyway, bit of a technical track again. We have some drifts, we have some dirt, and we actually have a tactical wall bang coming up near the end of the track, so that's going to be interesting to see as well. Entering the dirt, want to slow down quite a bit here, because obviously on dirt you don't really have that much grip, so you have to slow down quite a lot in order to get through.
Yep.
Same goes for grass.
Same goes for grass. Entering the wall. Spam's actually not switching to the internal camera. Some people prefer that. I personally do it whenever I can. Now we have the tactical wall bang. There you go. Instead of slowing down for the drift, you can just hit the wall and it almost bounces you perfectly into the angle for the turn. So that's coming in very handy.
Oh,
And we have a
nice.
PB. Beautiful.
Hopefully the loading times are not gonna get stuck here.
Let's
Oh,
see.
No, I hear the music load, so that's a good sign, I think. Yes.
There you go, CO7. Oof. Things are getting a little bit faster here. It's a bit of a faster track.
One thing to notice is on these tracks you see those little like lights. Those are called Rammstein. The little like you know, you see them right here. It's just like glowy blue light.
Yeah.
You saw Spam just touch these like right now because they're not flat parts of the road. They're slight bumps. And in some cases, it can actually help you do a drift in situations where it wouldn't be possible initially. And obviously, when you're going for a jump, it's important to take that because that makes the car tilt slightly to the left, which reduces airtime. And it's quite impressive.
So you can use the Randstein to your advantage. And with the recent game update, some bugs have been removed. Because the Randsteins used to be a little bit buggy whenever you landed on them or drove over them.
Yep.
Now it got much better, so that's really nice to see.
The cause of this is so it's these Rammstein actually correspond to a material. Oh wow!
Yeah, under control.
We got saved.
All right, let's go. Safe precautions here.
So I was saying it's kind of a rubber material, and now it behaves a bit differently. This is why the handling is barely modified on any other type of track, but the Rammstein.
All right, that was pretty clutch though. He touched the edge of the quarter pipe, but thankfully he stayed on the road. So that could have gone pretty bad. But,
Exactly.
Anyway, we got it. So CO9 coming up next. It's a very tight track. We're gonna see Spam driving through tents, which are just barely wider than the car itself. Gonna be in the start of the track, so you're gonna see it. Gonna be pretty interesting. Loading time on point again.
Yeah, PC is dying.
Beautiful. Nice game.
I don't hear music
Did
yet,
you
so.
Did you know that
there we go.
Nadeo? Okay. Just Nadeo facts.
All right, here we go. This is quite a technical map coming up. I actually struggled learning the optimal lines for this one, but thanks to some replays, and practice, of course, I found the correct lines for this one. Yes, something interesting to say about how the speedruns work. They are timed actually with and without loading times. So if you have a super fast PC, you are actually in a great position to set a really fast time, because the loading times definitely are a struggle in TrackMania campaign speedruns. But yeah.
Also, another thing is if you count like all the time, PBing is not a good idea because you get the little animations of the medals. So, you know, you just have to be bad, quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly. So another multi-lap coming up with an interesting feature. We have a small water bounce here. So can you explain that, riolu?
So yeah, this is a feature. Why did you even do that? I don't know, but it's a pretty cool feature which allows you to bounce on the water.
You're explaining this, I'm not.
Yeah, but what if you don't have enough speed? Then you don't bounce, right?
Yeah, you don't bounce. So if you don't have enough speed, you're just going to drown in the water. So you need to collect enough speed in order to get the bounce, the water bounce. But it's a pretty cool feature to have.
If you have enough speed, you will bounce, but your speed is going to go down like significantly.
Of course.
I suggest people look at the speedometer on the bottom right. It just goes to 500
You drop
to 200.
300 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I get them back, please?
You can in the next lap.
Damn.
In Lagoon, it's even crazier.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So in the Lagoon environment, if you do a water bounce, you're not gonna have any height loss. So you will bounce at the same height you're entering the jump with.
Yeah, you're doing ricochets.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
So that's allowing for some pretty crazy tracks. But back to stadium, third lap here on this track.
Oh, so far it's a really flawless run. We've made 2 mistakes.
Yeah, that jump, that water bounce is actually much harder than it looks, especially when you start playing this map.
Overlap.
Yep.
Ooh, there you go. See you later, alligator.
There we go.
Poor bronze. They're trying their best.
I'm pretty sure on EO5, the very last track, we're gonna overlap it 2 times, or maybe 3.
2 or 3 times at least.
I would wage for.
Hey.
Oh, nice. Good job.
I'm not sure if that's okay. Anyway,
C11, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna feature another of these bug slides. I think Spam is gonna pull it off.
yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Perfect. So a dirt heavy track, and we're gonna see what Spam is gonna do. So left-hander, keep your gear, of course, very important. Go close to the walls. Good stuff so far.
There we go. Some nice jumps.
All right, then now we're approaching the bug slide. So the following drop will allow you to turn the car into the required 90-degree angle. That was
Not too shabby.
pretty dank, I would say. So pretty solid run here. Now bumping over the fence into the finish.
Maybe
Good
I
luck.
should maybe I should say jumps instead of jumps.
You should keep saying jump.
Jump?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I got the jump word from a Swedish TrackMania player. He was casting matches, and he always said jump instead of jump. So it's like a TrackMania meme right now. But this track right here, ladies and gentlemen, was the official run killer.
Yes.
Because we are driving through unconnected loopings, and you will see it here. So these blocks are not connected, and back in the days they were very, very random.
Yeah, very unreliable. 2 things actually made it slightly better. There's not only a physics change, but there's also a change in the blocks. If they're not connected, the clip is slightly moved by just what was possible at the time. It can't go any, it can't go any better than that, and that makes it so that the car does not hit the looping from the front.
Yeah, exactly.
So that got a lot better. So C12 is easy peasy now. So entering the next track, C13.
Very interesting one, right?
It is a jump which requires you to land really smoothly in the slopes in order to keep your speed. So you will see Spam releasing gas in the air in order to land smoothly. Now we have a ceiling bang, which seems to be easy to pull off.
This one can be quite tricky here. We need the exact amount of speed, and wow,
Oh
that
my
was
god, dude!
that was very spicy.
Dude!
All right,
10 out of 10 for this one.
there we go. Very solid.
Very good.
Next truck. This one is very, very difficult. It has some technical parts. It has some dirt. It has some platform blocks. It's basically a mixture of everything besides full speed and loopings. So this is quite a difficult mappe.
Mappe, still an interesting track to see, so check it out. Entering the dirt track, gotta release a little bit here. Very well done. Gotta slide to the left, to the right. Pretty good.
This turn specifically can be tricky. It's a very sharp one.
Also neo slide on this
Yep.
one.
You wanna implement the neo drift slide way early so
Wow.
you can actually get around the corner.
That was a good run, dude.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Anyway, next track, C15. If there's any donations, keep them coming.
Yeah, we have plenty from the TrackMania community. We have Juvo donating $10 saying, "Good to see you all here with some sick TrackMania action. ESA take notes. Go spam Mitsubi and Rio de Janeiro. Show all the memers in the world how you spread." We have $5 from Polisugam who says, "Always shocked with Spam's skill. Amazing run." And we have an anonymous $15 saying, "Spam or riolu, please do TrackMania Turbo speedrun next year."
Oh no!
STMs.
Wait.
Oh,
That was
intended.
intended.
Tricked.
Beautiful.
You thought I missed the turn, but I didn't.
I was like, yo, what are you doing there? But it's all planned.
Man, I love that all these people that are tuning in on our streams are actually donating. It's really amazing.
Yeah, like, thank you so much for the support. I mean, it's amazing. Anyway, we have this multi-lap, so yeah, this tactical wallbang will help you to get a better angle for this turn. You can approach it from more to the left, which allows you to maintain more speed.
Yes.
So entering the third lap, looking pretty good here. So the only really spicy thing is this jump coming up here.
Yeah, it's I actually have to manually change my camera here to to even see where I'm going. So it's another button press that I have to perform here. But
Yeah,
nonetheless, this was a pretty solid multi-lap again. Quite clean run so far.
Very nice, dude. Anyway, that was the blue series as well. So we're gonna hop over to the red series now.
Oof.
The 01.
Do I feel like
Are you gonna do
risking
it?
the world record here? I think I'm gonna go for it.
You're gonna go for the world record.
I mean, not the world record. Oh, I actually... Okay, well.
Whatever.
There is a short kute here, which can be quite tricky. We're just gonna try and take it slow.
Nice.
Perfect.
So as you can see, I actually selected my personal record by accident. And I can just follow it to see where I need to get the transition hits.
There
and
you
I
go.
got it.
Dude.
Nice.
This is much harder than it looks.
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, what you're technically doing is that you take a different route for the specific turn combination there. So you just go the other way, basically. You just go the opposite way.
That
and it's
skips
faster.
water bounce.
Yes.
And as we've explained, the water bounce does lose a lot of speed. So that cut is definitely worth it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a big water bounce in the start, which you can actually avoid by this shortcut. I think you actually found it, right?
No,
Or
it was someone else who pulled it off first, but I replicated it pretty quickly to get the world record.
Yeah, yeah.
Sadly, I don't hold it anymore, but whatever.
All right, this is a very nice map here. I actually like this one. Got some tight sections coming up with a slide. You can either decide to go outside of those poles or inside. I believe that in between is actually a little bit faster, but not by a lot. It's actually an interesting transition here on these wall rides. And we actually done it quite well here, so.
Very Gucci run over here.
Yep.
There you go.
There it is. Nice.
Almost under 39 seconds.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, next up, D03 is another rather difficult track and also different from most of the others. So you have a giant jump up a sculpture. You're going to see it in a minute. It is pretty difficult to get right because you need the exact speed for the landing. Not talking about this one here, you just want to go tight. You want to stay as low as possible in order not to slide too much. Left-hander, pretty good. So now we're driving up the sculpture, and instead of going full speed, you actually want to let go of the acceleration in order to land earlier. Let's see if the speed was sufficient. Perfect.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Now just a simple downhill slalom into the finish line.
Perfect. Nice run.
Here we go. I think we're gonna have oh no, not the multi-lap. Oh, this map. Ooh. Interesting track coming up. Loads of freewheeling blocks here, so you don't want to brake when you don't have an engine running, because it will slow you down way too much. Very risky uphill coming up, but
yeah, this turn is going to be really important to
go
keep your
for
speed.
a bit of a saver strat here, just to not fly out, because this one actually required me a lot of practice to get good.
I remember that. Right, going down the hill, you don't want to slide here. If you go too fast, you will actually lose grip a little bit if you're too fast on the downhill, but that was just perfectly right. Dropping down the dirt. Kept your gear as well. Very nice. And there you go, into the finish.
Solid run, even with the little release before the before the freewheeling. So multi-lap coming up. Is there any donations? Shoot them.
There are so many donations.
Oh.
So we have MCYC_Shadow donating $10 saying, "Hi Spam, hi Riolu, hi Dev who messed up the sortings in the menu, happy face, much hype." Then we have Pixel donating $20 saying, hey Spam and Riolu, the TM community is proud of you, space exclamation mark.
Wow.
Go get that WR record. And then we have McPlaya donating another $50 saying, can we get the tongue thing, Riolu? Riolu nice.
Maybe later.
And then we have $50 from Anonymous saying, I loved playing the TM series back in the day. Great to see you guys playing and raising money from CMC Boom Song. Rest in peace, CMC Tunga.
Oh, I remember that guy. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
yes.
rest in peace, man.
And then we have Anonymous donating 50 saying, great to see some TrackMania. Been a few years since I've seen you lads online. Good luck from CMC Bramble.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
All these old players.
Yeah, it's amazing. CMC, I mean, that team has been around for pretty much the beginning of TrackMania in 2003. So, that's really impressive.
Yep. You can keep going with the donations for another 40 seconds, 1 minute.
If there is one, of course.
Yeah, there has to be.
Ooh, there has to be. But if not, then we can just quickly go through the track. So this required some drifts, not really too hard. Just the fact that it's multi-lap spiced it up a little bit, but there you go.
Generally, the platform and the fact that you know, this part, it's just a one giant split road.
All right.
We do still have lots of donations, so just let me
For
know.
the next multi-lap then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, going to the next track here, D06. So we're getting closer and closer to the Black Series.
I'm actually gonna attempt this little tricks here. Like we have to move like 2-3 pixels to the right to get a much quicker landing on that white roof that we saw on the start. If you just press forward, you actually get a small slowdown. But with that small adjustment in the start, we can actually gain loads of momentum. Ooh, that was
oh
tight.
my god. If you went like 1 pixel further to the left, it would have been the rip.
Under
Just want to say
control.
that. So that was really risky, but really well executed as well. So keep going, mates.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the first time when I played this map, I was just going full speed here, and I actually hit the middle of the pole because you don't see it. But yeah, very solid round here.
That was good.
Exactly.
Dude, that was some monkas.
Yeah, that was definitely Monkas. All right. Coming up, we can actually talk a little bit about another technique which is mainly used in full speed. It is called a speed slide. When we get to the section of the track here, we can explain it.
Oh, where are you going, yo?
Small brain lag there, but skipping the little jump in the start saves some time. And coming up in this next turn is the speed slide, and what we want to do is keep the drift lines as close as possible, but still sliding. So we want to have at least, I think it's
410,
yeah,
at least.
410. And right here as well, we want to keep sliding, but keep the drift lines very, very close. And that was actually a good run, besides the
start.
besides the start there.
But yeah, the speed slide is very common on full speed tracks because the speed slide, as the name already suggests, it increases your speed. So you want to use that as low as possible, and on this track it was really useful. So D08, that is going to be make it or break it pretty much.
This is definitely a butt clencher. We have to squeeze ourselves in between these pillars. And oof, the first one is completed. Now we have like
a little slalom, left, right.
Slalom on the roofs.
There's actually a shortcut here, which is really risky, so it's not really something you want to do in a speedrun, but you can squeeze yourself under the sign.
Oh, beautiful.
That was really good. Really nice.
I just one-topped that one.
Yep. Perfect.
All right.
But yeah, about the shortcut, it's really lucky, and basically you need to drive to the left of the sign and just barely stay on the road and keep going. That way you save the slalom, the left-right thingy. Speaking about shortcuts, you almost missed it, dude. But you want to go backwards here, because if you go straight, if you follow the road normally, you will have the engine killer. But by going back and going around the track, you will simply just skip it and keep much more speed. So it's very simple, very effective, so easy to pull off.
Quite difficult turns coming up here with freewheeling and getting a small neo slide around the hole. More freewheeling downhill sections. And what a surprise, more freewheeling here.
Yeah,
so
this one is heavily based on freewheel. But we got it. Very nice.
Definitely a solid run. So we are coming up to a the first multi-lap, which actually involves 5 laps.
5 laps.
From now on, the multi-laps will actually keep increasing their amount of laps. So I'm just gonna drive 1 lap, explaining what's happening, and then we have about, what is it, 2 minutes of the same lap over and over. So that is a great time for some donations. But this track is quite fast. We are coming up to about 4 loopings, I think, which are unconnected, so very, very scary. But we actually make it here, and just a big jump here, coming up to some freewheel turn, which is very interesting because we actually have to slow down a lot to make this section, and that will conclude lap number 1. So we have 4 laps to go. If you have donations, go ahead.
Yeah, we have $25 from Viper, who says, spam high, riolu high. Seeing spam play and riolu co-cast is riolu meme. Good luck though. And 109 Chris says, nice meme riolu. He donates $30.
Thanks, I guess.
And we have $5 from Anonymous saying, yump, yump, the Mac dad will make you yump, yump, a daddy Mac will yump. And so on.
A daddy Mac will make you yump, yump. Chris Cross will make you yump, yump.
Yeah, thanks everybody from the TrackMania community. There's a lot of strong donations. Thank you guys.
You guys are awesome.
You can keep going if you want.
Yeah, McPlaya27 donates 50 saying, can we get the... oh no, I already read that. I'm so sorry. We've got Kem donating 5 saying, fallen veteran Kem checking in. Up for EO3 cut? I challenge you, Monka S.
Ooh.
Monkas.
If I do it, Cam will donate another 50. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and Erisel donates another $10 saying, you thought I was done here? Riolu nice.
We have Soviet donating 5 saying, just a quick shout out for the great commentary work in this run. Klappa.
Thank you very much.
We've got Paul Mall donating $5 saying, hi spam, why is everything TrackMania always at 4 AM here in Australia? Good luck on the world record. T-Man donating $10 saying, hi spammy JJ, hi ravioli.
And Manny donating $5 saying, hi riolu, hi spam. Go for that world record, you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yes, we can.
Boemi has donated again $20 saying, spam hype.
Spam high.
Thank you all for donating, you're so generous. TrackMania community is strong,
Yeah,
man.
it's amazing.
Yes. Get that love heart spam in the chat, please.
Yeah, please.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
guys.
But to talk about this track real quick, there has been a shortcut found pretty recently. So in the first lap, or pretty much in any lap, you can cut the looping, like the big looping. But it's basically winning a lottery, so you're not really going for it. One guy actually made it. He beat the world record by 2 seconds or something in the end, so it paid off, but it's really risky. So you need to try hard that and just hope for the lucky shot, basically.
Exactly. And moving up to a very technical map here. It is also a night track, so no resident sleepers here. We are gonna finish this one.
Yeah.
I can pick 4 different moods for your track: day, night, twilight, and forgot the English name.
Evening?
Yeah, something like this.
Oh,
Dawn.
saved. No worries.
Scary, scary, but we got it.
I think most of the black tracks are in night mood.
I think there's one in every mood.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure there's one. Even though there's 5 tracks and 4 moods, so there's 1 mood duplicate, but yeah.
Okay. My bad then.
Ooh, that was a struggle and a half, but we finished it.
Yeah.
D12. Especially the ending on this map can be quite tricky. You'll see what I mean with that. Also, quite a fast-paced map. Loads of long slides coming up, so
Here we go, entering the loop. Now we're just accumulating some speed for the rest of the track. So you will see it goes downhill, so you will accelerate even faster, obviously. Going to the left drift right here. Pretty good. Dropping down.
Damn. Dropping like it's hot. There we go. Now we are getting actually freewheeled. So we got to make sure that we cancel the slide here. Landing on the platform. And looks quite solid to me.
Yo.
Just have to catch all the boosters here.
Perfect. So you obviously want to brake in order to catch all the boosters, because if you jump full speed, you're going to miss them, and in the end you have no speed. So it's better to slow down earlier, take the boosters, and in the end you're going to have more speed. So that's pretty simple, and that goes for a lot of cases in this game. So,
Nice.
good run spam.
There we have it. D13.
That is going to be another PogChamp track.
Yes.
So also a potential shortcut, which we're not going to go for because
no.
it's, let's say, 90% luck as well, so not really worth going for it.
True, true.
Never made it myself, actually. I don't know about you.
I've done it like twice, but out of almost 200 attempts. So this map definitely required a lot of my practice, because it is full speed, and we gotta be in the camera 3 position here. So we gotta stay all the way up, and it's gonna be a long one.
Oh,
That
holy
was
shit.
so close.
That was so
But
close. Really.
no cigar. Here we go for another wall. We actually have to slow down a lot, because if you have too much speed, you will fly over, and we're just gonna save it here, getting all the boosters.
Really good.
Perfect.
Yeah. We're pretty much at the highest the map editor can allow you to build.
Hey.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh.
Hello?
Huh? I still hear the sound. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Okay.
monitor just turned off for us.
Okay. Whew.
Okay.
Panic.
It's all good.
But yeah, that track is really difficult to learn, because you need to know when you have to leave the wall, right? And that's, you can't really see it, it's blind, so you have to get a feel for it. That is the thing. So D14, very technical track. You're gonna see a lot of Neo slides here again.
Yes. So there's actually one right there. Beautiful. This track is quite unsmooth, I would say, because you have a lot of these transitions which don't really flow very optimal, but we just make it work by collecting as much speed as possible.
Yeah, I gotta adjust the lines at the speed a couple of times, but if you get a hang out of it, it's a pretty cool track to get, I guess.
Yes.
Entering some dirt here.
So coming up is a very sharp turn. We actually have to get a little slide around this corner.
Yeah, there you go, Neo slide, very nice.
Right, very solid. Nice. Now just one turn remains here, and then we've completed another track.
Nice, great run.
There we go.
Very nice.
Guess
So this is gonna be the
D15.
first long multi-lap here. We have 10 laps, which will accumulate around 7 minutes of the run. So gonna show you guys the first lap, and then it's basically copy pasting the whole lap 1 9 more times. So we have a pretty small downhill here. So yeah, it's quite difficult to actually keep the focus on such long tracks, because you actually get a bit tired whenever you pass the 7 lap mark. But this track is actually one of the more enjoyable multi-laps. Has some technical sections, and also 2 quite difficult wall rides near the ending, which I actually have to go manually in Cam 3, because I am unable to do these in the camera I use normally.
It's really difficult with Cam 2, so...
Yep, and this is an inside slide, and that is
Very
lap
nice.
1 done. So we have 9 laps to go. If you have donations, this is the correct time.
We have $10 from Yazoo saying, "Good stuff, Spam. Enjoying the run so far. Keep it up," from a random Swede. Then we have Anonymous donating $10 saying, "Spam, can you do EO2 cut Kappa?"
Wow.
TM Nico donating 15, saying, great cast, guys. Hey, Spam, could you do a ZRT map speedrun, Kappa?
Next.
We've got My Mom's Spagooty donating $50, saying,
Wow.
go Spam.
Oh, I forgot the cam change.
Anonymous donating $2, saying, excited to see TrackMania being represented at ESA. Good luck for your speedrun, Spam, from the whole team, question marks.
Thank
Hey.
you.
We also have $5 from Yoto Koto Kolo. I'm a simple man. I see Spam and riolu, I donate.
Perfect. All right, so lap 3, pretty good so far. So it
Only
is-
lap 3? Wow.
Well, for these kind of endurance races, you want to take it safe. There's really no need to take any risks, because if you fail somewhere, you're gonna lose a lot of time. You might even have to respawn or something. So in endurance, you really want to take it safe and keep your focus up, because that's what matters.
There's actually, I lied when I said there were 4 buttons. There's actually 2 extra buttons, which is respawn at the last checkpoint and restart the entire race. Restart the entire race is pretty much the reset button.
Yeah, we're not touching that one.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty important that you don't hit it right now. All the checkpoints in the official map are maps are respawnable, which means that if you really make a mistake, then as long as you respawn at the last checkpoint, you should be able to complete the map. In some cases, it actually makes it much more difficult, because sometimes you just need to have more speed. That makes some of the jumps more like a little easier. Especially in the black tracks, respawning is really it's not only is it a problem, but it also doesn't teach you how to do the map in one run, because the faster you go, the crazier it gets.
Hopefully, I will not have to respawn one single time this run, even if we try the shenanigans on EO3. But I feel pretty confident. The run has been going well. All the tricks that
Absolutely.
I actually wanted to do went flawless, so that is a great success. And yeah, lap 6 coming up. We've overlapped the bronze medal twice already. So
What a noob.
still have 5 laps to go here. Go ahead for some more donations.
Yeah, we have $5 from Johnny SK saying, ahoy Spamito and riolu. I hope you're both doing well. Good luck. Have fun.
Also, Johnny's donation put us over 3,330.
Wow.
No, 33,330 even dollars.
Wow, nice.
Good job, everyone.
Seems good, man. Very, very nice.
I guess I'll add one little bit of like Nadeo trivia, but the reason why all the last maps are multi-laps is because I guess in the game it's more of a thing to be a consistent player, even though most of the tracks are kind of short. They at the end they eventually gain in length, and so this acts as a final boss, where it is quite hard. Well, it is kind of a challenge to do one lap, but it's something else entirely to do it like 10 times in a row.
Well, 10 times in a row. I remember the older version of this game, TrackMania
yeah.
Nations Forever.
Oh,
It had
yes.
a multi-lap of 50, I think.
60
laps.
60,
60
yes.
laps. So you were
Which-
driving for 1 hour straight.
Yeah,
That was a real challenge.
Yeah, people asked, hey, Spam, why are you not running TMNF? I was like, no. That's going to be 2 hours, and 50% is going to be on one map.
Yeah.
pretty much, yes.
That's something I will not be doing.
I mean, I wonder if someone actually bothered to speedrun TMNF completely, including EO5.
I think there's a special category, TMNF
No,
minus,
EO5.
minus EO5. Oh.
Yeah, I would probably speedrun that category, like the minus EO5.
Exactly.
Just end on EO4, that's perfect, you know.
Oh.
So about TrackMania, there's also an esports scene if you didn't know, and 2 times a year there's also a 24-hour race. Once being held on dirt only, one in tech, so on the normal tracks, on the tarmac tracks. So that's also an event which is going to come up pretty soon. I think in September,
Yeah,
October,
I think end
somewhere
of
around
September. And
Do
I'm
players play for 24 hours?
yeah,
Yes.
well, it's actually a
It was
team
almost
game,
24 hours.
but that will be again a nice day for me.
Yeah. So sometimes the teams actually, like the player actually switches out?
Yes.
All right.
It's like a relay,
Yeah.
where you just tap out whenever you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
So
tired.
whenever you feel like switching, you just switch. I think the max limit for a team is 5, so you can be in a team with 5 people, and whenever you feel like switching, you just go like, "Hey, bro, wanna play?"
All right.
And it goes
Ding,
for
ding, ding.
24
Last
laps.
lap coming in here.
Hours.
Oh yeah.
We've been driving for 7 minutes on this beautiful track in the middle of the night. And we are almost moving up to the black tracks, which are supposed to be the most difficult tracks in this game.
I think they
And,
are. That they're more than supposed to, I would say.
And the interesting thing is the Black Series only has 5 tracks instead of the full 15. So,
And it goes, yeah, it goes pretty much gauntlet because you need a gold track on the previous one to actually unlock the next one. So you need to do like each track really, really
Overlap.
well. Nice.
and boom!
Barely in front of the finish. Beautiful. Nice run.
All right, that was actually a solid time as well, 7:49. And we are moving on to the black tracks. Now these are getting very technical and also very long. I think all maps are 1 minute plus here, so...
Except EO2. I think EO2 is slightly under 1 minute, especially if you do the shortcut. But they're still really difficult tracks, so they are black tracks for a reason. So EO1, very technical. We're going to see a couple of Neo slides here again, pulled off by Spamito.
So yeah, one is coming up right here, but okay, I actually got it. That was
Beautiful.
very,
That
very
was
minimal
juicy.
space. But we actually managed to squeeze our car in between the blocks here. Solid first half of this track. Coming up is some speed section.
In case that isn't readily apparent, these tracks are nuts. They're very, very difficult.
Yeah, if you're just starting with TrackMania, these tracks can be a real challenge, but it should be a fun challenge as well, because completing a track like this when you get all the medals at the end is definitely a nice feeling. So
Yeah.
in this ending, I decided not to go for a risky slide around that hairpin corner. Just decided to do a small no slide.
Alright, so EO2 is a full speed track, so getting pretty fast here. This one has a shortcut in the end, but again, it's really, really difficult to pull off, and I think only 2 people ever managed to pull it off. So it is something you don't really want to do in a speedrun. I can try to explain whenever we get to it, but the beginning is pretty simple here. Want to land smoothly in the slope.
Actually,
It
I
was
have to do some
not that smooth, so yeah, we're gonna lose
and
quite a lot of time here.
bad landing as well.
Unlucky, bit too much of a release there.
Still going for that bronze medal though. Perfect. We're on pace.
Yeah, I think he can beat it. I trust you.
Oof, minus 15 seconds, 17 seconds.
Yo, we're
Ladies.
racking that bronze medal.
Man, this is what I dreamed of. Here we go. Looping.
Alright, the left-hander.
You want to keep the slide as long as possible here. Like I said, speed sliding, very important. And also in this section, you want to just get it as long as possible. But yeah, the cut is by skipping this whole looping and actually dropping down in the finish right here. It is a very, very difficult track. But a moment of silence for Cam's wallet, because he is about to donate $50 after
Let's go EO3, which is the infamous track
After-
of this game.
Exactly.
EO3s in TrackMania 2 have always been the most difficult ones, because they contain several really difficult spots, and let's see if Spam is going to make them through. So going really tight over the castle blocks. Get up some hype for EO3 in the chat, by the way. I mean, it's really necessary right here.
This is a very difficult track, like very unusual blocks combined together to create this monster of a track here.
Yes. That sums it up pretty well. So dropping
Alright.
down here, pretty good.
Heartbeat is going up here, ladies and gentlemen.
180 beats per minute. Going
So-
up the Zeppelin, very nice. Now, shortcut.
Oh, Cam
Oh, we
Zura.
made it! Beautiful.
Nice.
Cam with the $50 donation
dude.
coming in. Beautiful.
Thank you very much, Cam, for your donation. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, that was beautiful. So normally you slow down and drive under the castle, but what Spam did is
I just go
You
on
just-
the castle.
you just
I
went on the
mean-
castle.
Yeah, why not?
Beautiful. So this section is kind of a
Oh,
meme,
no.
and that looks not that good. Oh my
I think I
god.
will flip.
We're-
Perfect.
oh my god.
Butt clench.
Tactical checkpoint bang.
Oi, oi, oi.
Dude. That could have gone pretty bad as well. But
Ah,
yeah, you
it's-
gotta slow down to
yeah.
literally 0 kilometers and then drop down the sculpture.
Under control.
But we got it. But yeah, Heartbeat is over the top.
Yes.
There's a reason why this is the most difficult track in the entire
Yes.
game.
So pretty cool stunt coming up here. There you go.
A nice water bounce.
Nice.
And this ending can actually be a bit random with this jump, but I'm gonna try to just save it here.
Yeah.
No need to risk it for the biscuits, like I always say. And very solid time here. Maybe we can get sub 2 minutes here. Nope,
No.
we can't.
Nope.
That mistake
Sadly not, but
was
still impressive to get through this track without any response, because you could see how difficult that track was.
and now we are gonna come up to the second last track of this speedrun, which is a full-on dirt track. And I mean, this is there's a rating system in TrackMania where it's either plus plus or minus minus, and this is a solid double minus minus. I mean, I just can't get a solid run on this, so we're just going to ease it out as much as possible.
The thing about this track is that most of the dirt corners, they're really badly calculated, because they vary in speed a lot, so you have to keep your gear, you have to watch out, and if you're not like one of the really experienced dirt players, you're gonna have quite a hard time actually keeping your gears in the turns. So that's what many people are struggling with, and that's what makes this track kind of unenjoyable sometimes.
Exactly.
It's good for practicing dirt though, but well, again, you have to like embrace it kind of.
Yep, you just have to take it and deal with it. So this next turn can be quite tricky, because we need to get a low speed for this jump here. And we actually reach it quite nicely. Trying to keep the upper gear going here. Coming up to the ending, and which can be quite tricky as well. You have to focus here. Nicely done.
Good. For this turn, you want to shift up before you actually start the turn. That's what Spam did, so he's going to keep his speed. Very tight corner coming up here. Want to drift really tight around the corner. Very nicely done there. Approaching the finish line. Just a couple of turns left.
This little transition here can be very random as well.
Yeah.
I've had many times when I just flip
Same
out.
here. Oh, PB, hey!
Personal best record.
Beautiful.
Okay, so the last track of this speedrun is a 15-minute multi-lap. Now, it is about 9 minutes long, if done optimal. You can even do it 8 minutes and 50 seconds. But yeah, we're gonna go over this one in the first lap. It is quite a fast-paced track here, with loads of slides and jumps and drops. Don't get tricked by the looping blocks that you see, because we are not gonna take those. They are just decoration. And yeah, 15 laps here. Some great slides. The last turn can be quite tricky, so we have to stay a bit high and going around the pillar, and then on the little obstacle, and that is one full lap done. So we have 14 laps to go. Maybe we have time for donations and maybe some fresh riolu memes.
Sure, man.
But let's go for some donations first.
Cool. So we've got Anonymous donating $20 saying, now I understand why I get absolutely demolished online in TrackMania. Awesome run. We also have $5 from Kem saying that checkpoint you hit was the 0, Kappa. Nevertheless, riolu nice and Kappa.
Wow. Cam pussied out.
Wow, that is really, really, really unfair.
Hashtag unmodcam.
I mean, my heartbeat was so high I could have fainted.
Yeah.
We also have $50 from Boomy1234 saying, great run, great cast, as enjoyable as always. Thanks, guys. And we have $50 from Fluffy Squirrel saying, really enjoying the TrackMania run. Amazing skills, keep it up. $5 from Kukra saying, thanks to Spam and riolu doing this. Also to ESA allowing them to represent TrackMania. Wowee!
Wowie.
We have $15 from Karu saying, hey Spameter and riolu, amazing to watch you guys there. You're doing a great job, smiley face. Hashtag save the children.
Lap number 5 coming up soon, so we're
Oui.
little jump.
We have a Yona donating $10 saying, I'm so happy to see TrackMania at ESA. Good luck on black maps, spam. And then El Forest donating 10 saying, we have to save the children. Taxon donates 2 saying, long has he trained to get to the top rank. TrackMania speedrunning champ. All hail spam.
Overlap coming here.
I think this is second overlap to be
Probably,
honest.
I even think it's the third one.
Even the third one? Sure.
Yeah, I think in lap 2 you overlap.
Alright.
Yeah.
I take it. So the thing about this track is it's not really that difficult, but considering the fact that it's 15 laps, that makes it so difficult because you have to endure the 15 laps, and these drifts aren't really that easy. So doing 15 clean laps is really, it is easier said than done, that's for sure.
To top it all off, if you lose some speed, some of the bumps, you actually hit them rather than going over them. And that makes your car go completely out of control. It's either a huge time loss or just a respawn because your car is just on its head. So,
but yeah, that's not gonna happen, of course.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Wow, nice jinx. What if I fly out now?
Then I donate 20.
20.
Wait, don't fly off on purpose, yo.
I like the sound of that.
He's gonna smash it into the wall in lap 15, I can see it coming.
I mean, I should, right?
You should.
For the children.
For the children? Well, maybe. It's up to you. If you want to make me go bankrupt or not, that's up to you.
Alright, lap number 8 is completed. We are over halfway now. 4 minutes and 20 seconds already played.
Let me know
Insert for
if it's
20
okay
joke here.
for some donation.
Yes, go ahead, go
Cool.
ahead.
Arizal donates 15 saying Arizal scuffed. And then we have RTK donating 25 saying, yo folks, this is La Bomba with another episode of TM Challenge. Juvo donates $5 saying, wow, Spamito, great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you. Can we get some spam hypes, riolu hypes, and any other hype emotes in the chat? Go, go, go. Yusu donates $30 saying, I like cats.
Okay.
I like
Alright.
cats as well, actually.
I like them as well.
I'm
Cats are
allergic to
beautiful.
cats,
Oh, feels bad, man.
but I like them. It's a love-hate relationship.
Alright.
Oh, look at the hypes. I love it. Keep it up,
Keep them
guys.
coming. 6 laps remaining, guys.
Alright. Milestone, lap number 10. 5 more to go. If there's more donations, go ahead.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Keep them flowing.
There are not, but they do come in quite often, so there
All right.
might be some.
Alright.
Donate, guys.
Yeah, come on, TrackMania people, let's go. It's almost over.
For the children, let's go.
I'm almost disappearing.
We can maybe mention that we have a bid goal for Series M3. That's the next upcoming bid goal that we have open, and it's about halfway met. We're at $437 of $1,000 right now for the DLC towards any percent. So if you don't have any other goal to donate to, donate to that so we can see that run.
Definitely.
Definitely
Gotta
do
donate
that, yes.
for those incentives so you can see some more spicy speedruns here at ESA.
Yeah.
Alright, lap number 12 coming up.
Yeah, really solid run so far. There hasn't really been any wall touch or any major mistakes, so you're doing really good.
This is actually better than I anticipated in the first place. I mean, we can almost already summarize the full run here.
Yeah, I mean, what went wrong? Nothing.
I think I did two mistakes.
2 wall touches.
And actually, I remember on stream when I was practicing, I told myself and the people that the amount of mistakes, I will donate $10 for every mistake that I made. So we have a solid $20
coming in from Spam
after this run. It was a kind of a pressure challenge that I put on myself, so I would perform a little bit better.
Wait, so does that mean that if you wall bang right now, riolu will donate $20 and you will donate 10 additional ones? I'm just saying. That just...
No, I said I'm gonna donate if he flies off the track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna crash and fly out of the track, so...
Full speed out of this one. Let's go.
Hey!
Wait! Oh!
My monitor turns black.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't fly off though. I'm
okay,
safe.
safe. So we lost a solid 7 seconds. That was quite scary. Panic.
Dude, Bronze is gonna catch up.
Do we count that as a mistake?
Yes.
I think we do. Right? All right.
Yeah. You just push him over and push the keyboard, and it's like, oh, that's a mistake.
Sail flip.
Yeah. Just push Spam over and say, oh, that's a mistake, Spam. You should donate an additional $10.
Oh, last lap coming up, guys. This is
Get up some final hype.
the time when
chat.
the chat needs to go crazy for this one. It has been a solid. How long have we been playing? 1 hour and
125.
All right. Unfortunately, the loading times were a bit slow today. The hamsters were not running too quick, but last lap coming up here.
Let's go.
8.5 minutes of multi-lapping right here. Are you ready to smash that button that's like
I'm so ready.
standing next
Is it
to
the
me?
green one?
No, it's the red one.
Is the red one?
Make sure to just push it real good.
I'm gonna do it.
So we have one more turn to go, and that will conclude this amazing TrackMania 2 speedrun here.
And can you like...
All right, you can do it now. And
There you
that's it. 125.53 here on the clock. Unfortunate loading times, like I said, but that was really good. Yeah, what can I say? That was amazing performance. I didn't expect me to do all the tricksters that I had in store, but yeah, it went all right. Very solid performance.
Yeah.
Glad I had the opportunity to do this here. It is definitely going in my top 2 events by far.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I hope you guys had a great time on the stream as well with the commentary. Thanks to riolu and Alex here. That is that for the run. And yeah, GG's.
Yeah,
we
GG.
still have some donations for you guys that I
All
want
right.
you guys to hear. So we have Toby Roche donating 5 saying, don't forget the backwards challenge spam.
Oh,
Sure,
and
we're
then
gonna do that.
Then we have Sliz X Monty saying, hi spam, hi riolu, hi chat. I love you all. Keep it up, Tim. Oh, hi. And then we have Anonymous donating 10 saying spam hype, and Anonymous donating 3 saying, so up next is TrackMania, press forward speedrun, right? Towards runner's choice. Right, we'll be right back, guys. Thank you all for donating. We are now over 34,000. Thank you. See you soon. again, chat. How are you doing tonight or today? What time is it actually? It is tonight for Europeans.
It's past 9 here.
Yeah, it's past 9. Yeah. I was gonna tell them about the.
No, don't.
Okay.
We don't need to know about all your misfunctions.
All right. Feels bad, man. We still got a couple of donations that I would like to read out. Maybe we could.
One each.
Yeah.
Okay, so Juvo donates another $5 for the end of the last run. Sadly, we didn't get that in time, but we have to run it right here. So Juvo donated, for the nation of TrackMania, I shall grant thee my last cents currently existing in the pockets of yours truly, OPOP. Yeah, we're gonna set up a quick interview, yeah? So
Yeah.
just give us a
Yeah,
second.
let's do
We're
it.
gonna steal a microphone and then we can have Spam and riolu talk a bit. Yep.
I didn't expect you guys for an interview. That's nice. Oh.
Yeah,
Hi.
I mean that's great. So that was yeah, really impressive run. So you went over estimate, but as you said, it was probably during due to load times. Is it not on? Oh,
Test,
okay.
test, test.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we
now
can hear it now. Okay,
Okay, let's redo that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
Just
was, yeah, the loading times were a little bit slower than expected, but nonetheless, it was only 5 minutes over the actual time, and I think the whole run itself was very solid. So
Yeah, a lot of PBs.
yeah, definitely a quick one. Not gonna lie.
So is your game mostly timed on like real time, or is it the people usually care more about the individual times of the tracks? Because I know.
Most of the runs are actually done with the original time.
Yeah.
So loading times are simply included. There has been a little change, so you can actually run without the loading times, but we just prefer to do it without. That's pretty much it.
You have a really strong community.
Yeah, I
Lots
just want
of donations.
I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone, because mainly the people that were donating were actually viewers from my channel and his channel. So
Yeah.
it's great to see the whole support. I'm
Spam hype.
Yeah,
Really hype.
I'm even sure that there was a Discord meeting planned where they were all in a voice chat,
Oh,
just
that's awesome.
watching the whole run. I mean, this is like the first time that TrackMania is actually speed ran on an event like this, so it's a very nice opportunity, and it was great.
Yeah, it was a great show off as well.
Yeah,
Like, it's cool
exactly.
to see. One thing that was a little bit clutchy, the monitor.
The monitor, yeah, it turned off twice. I don't know what, it just turned black. I have no idea what happened. I think there was a sleeping time or something on it, because
Right.
it happened after 10 minutes of playing. So nonetheless, it happened twice. I mean, it can happen, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, still really good run.
Yeah.
One question: can you run us through? Like, I saw a lot of people donating with their clan tags. I know you two are wearing clan shirts.
Yeah.
So what's the run through of like a usual? Why do you have clans? What's like the runs
actually,
with a clan?
This
match?
game is being used in several events, just like Counter-Strike is and League of Legends is. There is a whole esports scene for TrackMania as well, where tournaments are being hosted, not only in LAN but also online. And there are teams that wants to sponsor you for an event, and both of us are together with Team Expert, and they actually were big helpers for getting us here. So thanks Team Expert for sending us
That's
to
awesome.
Sweden.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
great. Yeah, actually, that's amazing. That's probably one of the reasons why you guys were able to show your run here, and
Exactly.
also, I mean, it was impressive beyond belief, and the chat loved it. We had so many awesome donation messages and
Yeah.
support. Yeah, that's great.
We even had a fellow ESA member, Naglaria, coming up to the couch here, wanting to throw money,
Oh, wow.
dollars, going like, make him do something with
Yeah.
the Cam 7.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cam 7
yeah,
memes.
it's basically a camera that is top view, so it's like a helicopter camera, and it is very difficult to drive with it. I heard there was a challenge for it, but I had unfortunately no time to do it. But maybe I can do it on a practice PC or laptop.
Yeah,
It's a real challenge. I like challenges, so why not?
Yeah, and there's probably always next time. I mean,
Yes.
that was impressive.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to be here again next year. If not, then maybe Riolu can do another run because yeah, the love for TrackMania is always there, and yeah, like I said, it's been 8 years, still going strong, and still enjoying the game so much. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Something that really stood out was how well the commentary was and how well you guys two connected with each other, and just kind of, yeah, it's very impressive.
Well, we've been around together for kind of a year almost. We're both streaming and memeing together pretty much. So we kind of like got together, and we kind of know each other for so long now, and we have our community supporting us, and it's beautiful. I mean, this community has always been really strong, and now that we do our streams, we have our own Discord, and we all just meet together, have some fun. We play different games, we chill out, we hang out. It's beautiful.
That's
And
awesome.
It's gorgeous.
Are there any people that you wish would be here from your community but that aren't here or couldn't
Like
make
some big
it?
names in the community.
Yes. Wait, what did you say?
Like some runners that are present, and you know, you wish
That
could
you
have
wish
been
they
here
were here,
for
or
support, or like teammates.
Well,
shoutouts.
it would have always been nice if there was a whole community here for just specifically for us to cheer us on. But nonetheless, the ESA crowd here did a great job. We had the stream chat up, and it just
you still had them online. Like they were
yeah.
very.
I enjoyed every single minute. I just love interacting with Twitch chat and making jokes. It's so fun to see the reactions.
That's awesome.
It's great. It's great.
So you both stream. Your stream spam was on this stream, but Riolu, do you want to pitch your stream a little bit?
Plug the
Make
stream.
people follow.
Where
Plug
can we
it.
find
Sell
you?
out. Well, I do stream, and that's it. It is riolu TM. If you want to check it out, you don't have to. I don't mind.
Is it on? Is it on Twitch?
It's definitely, we are like basically the backbone of the TrackMania streaming community, and it's
Right.
yeah, it's just great to have such an impact on people that
So,
that are
so
really
if
enjoying
people
it.
want to follow you and see what you're doing in the future, they follow you on Twitch
yes,
or
definitely.
Twitter or.
Basically, all my tags are exactly the same. So for
Alright.
every social media, you can hit me up, send me messages. If you have questions about the game, go ahead. I will reply. Maybe not instantly, but I will reply eventually. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys,
Yes.
for displaying an awesome run and for being so nice here on the couch with us.
Yes.
And we still have lots of donations for you
Yeah,
guys.
I was reading
you
them.
can see them
It's,
here.
it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
TrackMania related, man.
You can
Big-
read out some of them if you want
Big
to.
props. I mean, I see Yuvo, he's a fellow Dutchie. For the nation of TrackMania, I shall grant thee my last cents currently existing in the pockets of yours truly, OP. Anonymous donates $5. That TrackMania run was amazing. Great job. Thank you very much. Is that that's an American? Oh, that was $10. I like cats. All right. QZV donates $5. He says, "Hi Spam, nice speedrun. Your contract to join the team Spam is ready. €5 a month. I will consider your offer. We talk privately."
All right. I think our next run is ready.
Okay, so thank you guys. And we're gonna switch over to the stream, I think.
Which is I Want to Run the Marathon Any% by BBF. Good luck.
All right, I'm live.